The one and only Jodie Foster joins the critically acclaimed series True Detective. But we have another incredibly talented actress who will appear alongside Foster. Who is she? Keep watching to find out as we dive into some exciting details regarding the much anticipated installment. Let's start off with its title, True Detective Night Country.
Can you see Texas up there on your high horse? What do you know about these people?
The new season of the crime series was given an intriguing title, but no, this isn't a direct continuation of the third installment, as this time we're seeing a brand new cast and a different crew working behind the cameras. However, there's one thing that will stay the same: the mystery element is included in Season 4, and we can't wait to find out what kind of creepy mystery will these new characters get involved in. The first season of True Detective, starring Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson, was released in 2014, with critics and fans all over the world praising the show for its quality and storytelling. True Detective Season 2 was then released in 2015 and featured Colin Farrell, Rachel McAdams, Vince Vaughn. The third installment debuted in 2019 with some new writers and actors on board. But what about Season 4? Do you know anything regarding its plot? Yes, we do. But first, let's see the new cast members.
These are all his files and his laptop. I asked him how long he thought it took Stephen Hawking to type a...
One of the most important things for the producers of True Detective is the cast. They proved that a carefully chosen cast ensemble with some incredibly written storylines, followed by even more incredible plot twists, is enough for fans and critics alike to praise your project even years following its premiere. Season 4 will again feature a talented cast ensemble, with Jodie Foster being one of the leads. For those not familiar, Foster is practically one of the most beloved Hollywood stars. In True Detective Season 4, Foster is set to portray Liz Danvers, one of the main detectives on the new case. As previously mentioned, we'll have another amazingly talented face in the fourth installment, the iconic Callie Rice. She'll play the other detective named Evangeline Navarro. Although Rice has been known thanks to her successful boxing career, she has made her acting debut in the 2021 indie movie Catch the Fair One. Because of her performance, Rice won a jury mention at the 2021 Tribeca Film Festival and a nomination for Best Female Lead at the 2022 Film Independent Spirit Awards. Per a report by Variety, we'll also see John Hawkes, Christopher Eccleston, Fiona Shaw, and Anna Lamb. Hawkes plays Hank Pryor, a police officer who had a troubled past. Eccleston will play the role of Ted Corsaro, the regional chief of police. Shaw will play Rose Agnew, a person with a troubled past as well. Lamb will appear in the role of Kayla Malley, a young nurse. We also know that she'll do everything in order to keep her family safe, and she lets no one mess with her family members. We also know that it's time for you to smash that like button if you haven't done it already. Now, did you guys know that Season 1 was inspired by a real-life cult case? During the series' first season, Nic Pizzolatto, the person who created the series, told EW that the show's first installment is actually based on a real-life cult case. If you Google this, you'll discover that it's true. Unfortunately, for those not familiar, we're talking about the story of the Hosanna Church child abuse. In Ponchatoula, Louisiana, a group associated with the church was accused of a series of crimes against children and animals. The leader of this group was a former pastor, Louis David LaMonica. He said that the rituals were in service of satanic worship. Now let's see the new crew behind the camera. Foster and Rice are, as previously mentioned, the two ladies that will lead this project, but the crew behind the camera is impressive as well. Isa Lopez will work on the new season as the showrunner, writer, executive producer, and director. Lopez has been leading a successful film career in Mexico. Tigers Aren't Afraid and Casi Divas are her two most successful projects. Barry Jenkins will serve as an executive producer. Other executive producers include Jodie Foster, Nic Pizzolatto, Matthew McConaughey, Woody Harrelson, and Cary Joji Fukunaga. Now let's jump into some exciting plot details.
Burns and Peters. Hit this address up for the trash can guy Woodard.
If you're anything like us, all you're interested in is the plot for the upcoming episode of True Detective. With each season being better than its predecessor, we can't stop thinking about the story of the next installment, not to mention that Season 3 conclusion. Unfortunately, the creators are keeping the plot for the upcoming season under wrap. After Season 3, the show's writer and creator Nic Pizzolatto didn't even know if he wants to do another installment. Pizzolatto also said that he doesn't really know how he feels about the anthology genre. He told Entertainment Weekly, "I dream of making a TV show where you have recurring characters and don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. After one of these, I always feel so depleted." But he also said that he has an idea that he intends to explore, referring to a potential fourth installment. During an interview with Esquire, he said, "I'm a little undecided right now. There are a couple of other projects that I have directly in my headlights, and I feel good about this as a trilogy. I do have a pretty serious crazy idea for another season. But I think, maybe, I'll let it percolate for a while and focus on these couple of other things for now." Here's the official logline for True Detective Night Country from HBO. When the long winter night falls in Ennis, Alaska, the 6 men that operate the Salal Arctic Research Station vanish without a trace. To solve the case, detectives Liz Danvers and Evangeline Navarro will have to confront the darkness they carry in themselves and dig into the haunting truths that lie buried under the eternal ice. Well, that sounds promising, but did you guys know that the show was almost called The Murder Ballads?
I know his alibi is good, but I don't like him. Man.
Now, we can't even think of a title better than True Detective, but according to Pizzolatto, he was thinking of naming his new series The Murder Ballads. Director Cary Joji Fukunaga told Vanity Fair that he and Pizzolatto were both thinking about naming the series The Murder Ballads, but he was more in love with True Detective in terms of the broadness of the anthology. Now, if I'm being honest with you, I have to admit that the reason I started watching True Detective was Matthew McConaughey's performance in it. According to the actor, and well, based on his performance, he got really into the role. In an interview with Variety, when talking about Cole, McConaughey said that he really wanted to get into this character. He did it to the point where it became his obsession. He further explained that he loves a part with monologues. This makes him feel as if he's giving a better performance. Obviously, he's right. In order to create a better, more believable performance, McConaughey was spending his time on set alone, even keeping his distance from pal Harrelson. Well, that's really professional. Now, let's see if True Detective Season 4 has a premiere date. The creators of the show have announced the renewal recently, so it's too soon to know anything about its release date. We do know, however, that the production of the upcoming season is in progress, and according to the creators, it may take a bit longer than expected. According to HBO, you need to smash that subscribe button and notification bell so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. No, seriously, we hope to see the upcoming episode sometime in 2023. See you in the next video.